Well, hey guys, I am so excited. It is literally go time. This is the masterclass you guys have all been waiting for. I know I have just been like counting down the days. I've been so pumped to just share this information with you. And if you didn't know, you're just hopping on or you got some emails, you saw an ad or something like that. This is a masterclass that's called the 3-step process I use to help anyone get unstuck, work from anywhere, and make money doing what you love. How great is that? When you just love to do full-time, your passion. And this works, guys, even if you have no ideas, no following, and no skills. Isn't that great? So this works for anybody. That's why I'm so pumped to be sharing this information with you. It's taken me years to learn it, but I'm just so excited. I'm going to just condense it all for you inside just the next few minutes. The reason why I'm doing this is because so many people ask me, Eileen, how do you do what you're doing? Can I do what you're doing? Can I not just get my message out there and make an impact on people, but also just do this full time? So that's why I set this little masterclass up, and I will have an opportunity if you want to jump into my new program called Wild and Free at the end. But if not, no worries. This whole training is going to be just chock full of value, and you can actually start implementing it right away. So who this is for people who are overwhelmed, exhausted, and just feeling stuck when it comes to their purpose, calling, career, and business. This is also for people who feel like business is doing all right, but you suspect that it could be better. This is also for people who are experiencing financial stress, overburdening administrative details, or lack of a clear vision for their business future. This is also for people, and if you're watching and you know you're meant to make a big impact, but you don't know how to do that exactly, then this is for you. This is also for people who feel plateaued in their current career for a few months or a year or many years. Or if you feel yourself losing a sense of calling and purpose and feel sort of dead inside. Like you may not admit that to anybody, and you don't have to put that in the comments below, but if you're feeling a little like you're drifting from your mission, or if you're just wondering if there's more for you, and you're secretly a little fearful that you're behind on what you should be doing, then this may be the most important presentation you see all year. Here's what you're going to get in the next few minutes. You're going to get how to build an amazing dream business 100% online, even if you have no skills and no following. You're also going to learn how to feel supernaturally confident, sharing the message that you alone were born to offer, even if you aren't sure what that is yet. I'm going to show you how to, you're going to flow with a holy ease in your purpose every day. How great would that be, right? Oh my gosh. Also, how to start, build, and grow a successful online business without spending a fortune on courses, coaches, or gurus, even if you've wasted money in the past. Also, you're going to learn how to keep fear from stopping and harming your calling and business by fighting it with a plan. Also, how to discover if your dreams and desires in business are your idea or are they God's idea. You're going to learn how to put your business on autopilot while you spend time with friends and family, right? Oh my gosh. Get sales while you snooze, even if all you know how to use is your remote control. I don't even know how to use my remote control, guys, so you're ahead of me if you can use that. Also, you're going to learn how to receive messages daily from people's lives who you've changed, impacted, and improved, all in a way that honors God and serves people like you never thought possible. If you are interested in all of the above or any of the above, let me know in the comments. Say, yeah, I'd like to learn some of this. I'm into this, Eileen. I want to learn in the next few minutes how to make a significant impact on people while doing what I love. So here is my promise to you. I'm going to give you a step-by-step strategy to create the life and business of your dreams, turning your passion into profit, all while making a significant impact upon others. This is for people who want to serve and not sell. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the next few minutes. I'm pumped. Are you pumped? Are you pumped, guys? Are you excited? Does this sound like you? Do you feel like you're doing what all the experts are telling you to do? Hustling and working hard, but not seeing the financial fruit of your labors? Do you feel drowning in the needs of others, and you want to tell them no so you can focus on your dream or your business, but you don't know what to do to move forward exactly? Do you long to make a significant impact on others, but you feel like you've missed your chance and you're too far behind? Do you feel failing in business? But on the flip side, do you fear succeeding as well, wondering if you have what it takes to handle success? Do you wrestle, come on now, be honest, with imposter syndrome, and you feel like you don't know enough about your topic and that people might ridicule you or ask you if you're certified or ask you how many years experience you've had? Do you feel like you're not an expert? Do you fear not being able to provide for your family the life you want for them, and that kind of scares you? Do you have the ominous suspicion that you'll never actually live the life that you want? Here's the real thing that you may be struggling with. If you're watching this tonight or on the replay, do you feel like you're drifting away from your best life? And if you don't make progress on starting or growing your business this year, that you might miss it? Here's the real problem, guys. You may think that's your problem, but here's the real problem. You haven't been guided behind the curtain. And I'll go into what that means, but there is a way that you can peel back the curtain and actually see how to accelerate success much quicker than you've been taught. But once you have been brought behind the curtain, oh my gosh, guys, listen, this is no joke. Business is a blast. You're pumped. You're in love with your clients and they're in love with you. You love your audience. You're psyched about them. People are coming up to you in public, at church, online. They're sending you emails or writing you notes, telling you just how much your life has impacted theirs. Your purpose, destiny, and calling get reignited like a huge bonfire. Somebody preach at me now in the comments if you would like your purpose, destiny, and calling to get reignited like a huge bonfire. How great would that be? Waking up is amazing, and you feel on fire with purpose and passion. You're not worried about where your next customer or client will be coming from because they come to you on autopilot. You are overwhelmed with such a genuine, hearty gratitude for how God is using you. The vibe in your home is shifted to excitement, momentum, peace, and joy. It feels like a whole new world, and life is just beginning. Guys, if we haven't met, I want to take you behind the curtain in this short little masterclass. I'm not kidding. I've been spending so much, I've been thinking about you, prepping as best I can to just tell you everything I've learned. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Eileen. I'm a best-selling author, I'm in ministry, and I help people now with their businesses on the side, and I love it. I do it because I love it. And my specialty is helping people build their impact, influence, and income using servant-based online business strategy. I help them achieve their goals, especially just turning their passion to profit. Really, my specialty is in the online space. But I do help brick and mortars now too, which it's kind of fun. But really what I love is I love being a wife and mom of my 3 kids, and we homeschool them. Me and my husband homeschool. So I know, isn't that crazy? We just love it. That's just what we love to do, and we love having our kids and being with them all the time. So guys, I used to love my job. I was in full-time ministry. I loved it. I loved the people I worked with. They were the best, like literally the best. But as I went on, I had been in ministry over 12 years, 14 years. I was feeling guilty. I had these 3 kids. I just had my 3rd, and that I wasn't spending enough time with them. And I had dreams, even of reaching more people and changing the world. And guys, to be honest, I felt so guilty for having these dreams because I was like, shouldn't I be more content? Shouldn't I have the best family, the best job? But I still struggled with wanting to reach more people. But here's the key. I had no time. And so I was wrestling with wanting to speak with my kids, but I didn't even have time to change my sheets, guys. Guys, there's a picture of my bed. I don't even know if those sheets were clean. Please do not judge me. I felt super stuck. And when I was having my 3rd child, this is a picture, my doctor told me, Eileen, you actually, your body has so much stress inside of it right now, you're going to have to go on bed rest. And I don't know if this is a cat or a dog on the right-hand side, but that's how I looked at him. I was like, are you kidding? I literally have so many things to do right now, sir. I do not think I can go on bed rest. But I was as fat as that hamster. I think that's a sweet little hamster. And I couldn't, I was so rotund. I was so big, guys. But what happened was I had to go on bed rest. And this is how I looked, friends. I looked like a sad, depressed, beached whale. I was so bummed because I was so stressed out. They was telling me I was stressed out, and now I couldn't even do anything. But the one thing I had time. And when I was on that bed rest, I discovered online courses. And I was going through, I didn't have anything else to do, so I was going through this course, and one day my teacher said, you can create a business and life you love 100% online by serving people with the message that you alone were born to give them. When she said that, I almost fell out of my bed rest. I'm not kidding. I was like, what? How is that even possible? But she was starting to convince me that I could start sharing my message and do that full time. So I slowly began creating little ebooks for people and then mini courses. I was terrified about doing all of this because I was so scared about what people would think, or like, I don't know, it was kind of nerve-wracking. I still remember like shaking when my hand clicked submit on that first product I created because I was so, I don't know, I was just so concerned about if I had what it took to share my message. Pretty soon, literally within 8 months, I was doing stuff I never even imagined myself doing. I was helping people I never imagined myself helping. I even went on, to create books that I had like always wanted to write. And I was super honored, blessed they got into the Amazon best-selling list and they did really well. But all of that to say, this is when I realized that the secret for you is you've got to bust through fear and serve people with your message. You got to do it because income will always follow impact. So you focus on serving people and then you'd never have to worry about income because your impact is the thing that will bring income. So there was still a problem though. Writing and creating this stuff, it still took time. And my real ambition is I wanted more time with my family. I did. I wanted more time with my kids. I wanted to be with them more. I wanted to homeschool them more. You may think I'm insane for even wanting to do that. I totally did. I just wanted to be present. And I didn't want to feel so pulled and so stressed. So even in the past two years, I invested in some mentoring, and after a little while and all the money I had to my name, no joke, I created a sniper simplification method, and my code name was Wild and Free. And what it did is it gave me what I wanted. It enabled me to simplify that whole thing about helping people in books and courses so I could get to what I really wanted, which was my family. And I'm so excited to say I'm there. Like I spend all the time I want with my kids and teaching them and loving them and actually helping them do what it's in their heart. So what's in your heart though, right? Let me ask you this right now. Somebody has maybe not questioned you in this way, but I want to ask you, what is in your heart to do? What is your heart beating and bursting and you're so passionate that you want, you know it's what you're meant to do? This is what I felt like I was meant to do, is to spend time with my family and have a significant impact and yes, make income, but what's in your heart to do? And maybe you didn't even imagine taking your idea online, but you got a million other ideas. But here's the thing, here's the truth. Hear me, no matter what idea you have, you are gonna need some serious online business skills to get it off the ground. No matter what industry you're in, you're going to need online business skills. And this is exactly how I built my dream life and ministry and business. And this is what I want to help you do. But here, guys, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to say some pretty controversial things, but here, before we go into this thing, I need you to forget about everything people have ever told you about making money. They said, go to college. They said, you'll get a job. They said, you'll never have to worry about money ever again. Let me know in the comments if you bought in to this message right here. Did you believe this? I know I did. I know I spent over $100,000 in my college education because I thought, oh yeah, totally, this is what you got to do to get a job and to make money doing what you love. I was not as cute as this girl though, in this picture, definitely not. But then I found out once you get into the marketplace, especially if you get into the online business space, that then there's another thing you've got to forget. You've got to forget about shiny object syndrome, because everybody nowadays is trying to sell you this golden nugget, and everybody is distracting you with strategies and tips and gurus, and you've got to have this software, you've got to have this tool, and this is how you do it, and this is how you make a course, and all this stuff. And the shiny object, literally, I've talked to so many people, they just go round and round and round in circles, and they actually spend years when they could be getting to their goals like in months. They can do it so much faster, and I'm about to show you how. But here's the old way of, like, people used to sell stuff and they're like, come get my stuff. Something else you have to forget. You've got to forget about selling. Selling is so like 1990s. Like, selling is so old school. Like, come get my stuff. And no, you're like scared out of your mind. You're like, please don't talk to me. Please don't look at me. Now, like, you know, people, and you'll feel it too, people are so focused on selling, but what I'm going to teach you is you got to focus on serving. Great businesses solve problems, and if you can solve a problem, you will be serving at the deepest level possible. So here's the right way. You go out into the marketplace as soon as possible and find out how you can be of service. And when you find out how you can be of service, people will be like, please take my money. So I want to get you behind the curtain. Are you ready? Are you there? Are you excited? I'm going to answer questions at the end. So if you got questions, you know, I'll be down in the chat later, but I want to get you behind the curtain as soon as possible. I've got to strip this away. So here's the 3 secrets to making money doing what you love. 3 steps. Step 1, how to build your dream business using only your phone. Even if all you know how to do is take photos and text and use emojis. Step number 2, you do not need to be an expert, and why being mediocre should be your goal. Step 3, how to build fast so you save time and money by creating just these 3 offers. That's all you need. But you may be asking, oh my gosh, Eileen, am I behind? Like, legit, you're talking about online business. I've never heard you talk about online business, and it looks pretty crowded. Like, doesn't everything already exist that should exist in it? And I'm about to just debunk that in 3 seconds. So get ready. I gotta say this, you are not behind on God's plan for your life. Gosh, this is what I love about the Lord, is you are never behind in the school of grace. Grace will make up to you and make time up to you as long as you keep trusting God. You will never be behind. God will always make up all the income, all the impact you're meant to have, all the people you're supposed to reach. Don't worry, they're still out in front of you. God's going to make it all up to you as you rely on His grace. Come on. All right, so the internet has 3.17 billion users. All right, just let that soak in. There are 2.3 billion active social media users right now. So let's just say that people are on the internet. That's the point here. YouTube's monthly viewership is the equivalent of roughly 10 Super Bowl audiences. Did you know that? So right now on YouTube is the equivalent of 10 Super Bowls happening right now all the time. That's how many eyeballs are on YouTube right now. There are 1 million new active mobile users added every single day. In 2015, Facebook influenced 52% of consumers' online and offline purchases, up from 36% in 2014. So Facebook is driving what people are buying. And for those of you who think that the fad is over, let's just think together about the newspaper, shall we? I'm sure you have not recently thought about the newspaper, but I'm going to draw your attention. The printing press came to America in 1638. The newspaper is finally going extinct 379 years later. It's a pretty good run for the newspaper, right? But now it's on its way out. Did you know that? Facebook is only 14 years old. So the printing press lasted 379 years, and Facebook is only 14 years old. So, like, that means that even if, like, you're saying, oh, Eileen, that was the industrial age, blah, yada, 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 379 years is a lifespan. Like, if we reduced that by 85%, That means Facebook might go by the wayside in 57 years. That means Facebook might go extinct, just like the newspaper, in 57 years. I will be 95 years old, right? I mean, how old will you be in 57 years? Online business is not a fad. It's going to leave you or going to leave me or any of us in our lifetime. We're living in an unprecedented moment. More than half the planet uses the internet, and the world is waiting for what you alone have to offer. Online business, what I'm trying to convince you of, is one of the most profitable opportunities that exist today. I am not kidding when I say that. Many of my friends are totally 100%, including myself, full-time, simply using online business. So for step number one, the big point here is what I was talking about is serving, is you want to, if you're game, if you're on board, you're like, I'm tracking with you, Eileen, is you want to start serving people by a basic visibility campaign. So you show up somewhere. That's what I mean. You show up somewhere. Maybe you start a podcast. Maybe you start a YouTube show. Maybe you're on Facebook Live. Maybe you're on Instagram. That's your jam. You just start showing up, giving value and tips. And people think they need to have like $3,000 worth of equipment to do this. No, you can do this right now only from your phone. Your phone has a better megapixel camera than many cameras out there. And this is what I'm doing too. I'm just recording my, you can record like your videos, right? And put them up on YouTube. And then, or do like I do, just take the audio right out. And that's your podcast. I build from my little iPhone. I don't know, what would we do, guys, if we lost our phones? I'm not sure. But you only need your phone to build your business and to serve people right now. So think about this. Who do you want to serve? I'm not talking about selling. I'm like, who is the audience you feel called to add value to? Is it moms? Is it women? Is it young women? Is it men? Is it business people, entrepreneurs? Who's the audience that you want to serve? So you just start with a basic visibility campaign, and I dare you to do it only on your phone. So step two, okay, so yeah, that's not real deep, but a lot of people don't do it. Basic visibility campaign. Step two, why you do not need to be an expert. Oh my gosh, guys, I have so much to say. You do not need to be an expert. You just need to decide who you are. I love how in the scripture, in Ecclesiastes, it says that eternity has been woven into our heart. That means that God wove purpose and calling already into your heart. That means that you already know who you are. You already know who you are. So let's just like fill in the blank. You are a what? You are a blank. Do you know? Do you know inside that blank? You are that already, because eternity's already been woven into you. You don't need somebody to crown you or knight you or say that you're this way. And maybe even somebody told you you are not this. But God is saying, no, you actually are. That's actually who I made you. Nobody can, say you're something that I've already called you to be. So this is where it's, Stephen Pressfield calls it going pro in your head. I don't know if you've read The War of Art. The War of Art says that you need to go pro in your own mind before somebody else calls you a pro. And you need to call yourself it before somebody else calls yourself it. So I dare you. I hope that you're somewhere right now where nobody can hear you, or even if you are, out loud, who are you? The moment you decide that that's who you are that. I could go and talk about this, but years ago I felt like I was supposed to be a writer, and it was the scariest thing, saying to myself, I'm a writer, before I had written anything. But that is the point. I dare you to call yourself who God has already called you before anybody else calls you it. And sometimes people get stuck here because they go, well, Eileen, is that my desire or is that God's desire? And I love to tell people that the Latin root word of the word desire I studied Latin. You didn't know that, I'm sure, right until this point. But Deo, Sire, means of God. So your desires in your heart are of God. They were placed, he who delights in the Lord, he will give you the desires of your heart. So if you're delighting yourself in the Lord, that means God has already given you your desires. They're in your heart. And guess where they're from? They're from him. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, you should throw a party right now, because the desires, like the stuff that you love to do, is like put there by God. The place that you always wanted to live is put there by God. The talents, the idiosyncrasies, the things you love, and everyone's like, why do you love that? And you're like, I don't know, I just love it. Those are God's desires woven into like the eternal fabric of your being. That's who you are. So don't stuff them and don't run away from them. Don't hide them. Go after them. Desire means of the Father. So, but resistance, let me know if you felt this, it will show up in the area of your calling. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, because if you've ever felt resistance, or in I believe that many times the enemy will show up and try to bring a lot of shame and a lot of fear in the area of calling, let me know, because in being totally real with you, I have wrestled with this incredibly. And resistance, I always think of it like a metal detector. Where you are feeling the most resistance is the area of your calling. It's like a metal detector, so it's hovering over it, and it's like vibrating like crazy, because something is behind it, buried beneath the sand there, that you are meant to do. It is, you are like, you need to do it because it's part of your calling. Now, I love telling people that you need to give up. So like when you're starting on this basic visibility, you're starting to show up, showing value, you need to give up the lie of perfection, because that really isn't actually real. And you just totally aim for mediocre. Just 100%, take your arm and raise it up, and like, this just like, say you point to the ceiling, like that's perfection. Just raise it right down to average and mediocre. You want to shoot to be totally average every time you do anything. And I'm saying that because for those of you, if you're like me, you wrestle with perfectionism and you're like, it's not good enough. And right before you do something, let me know if this is you, like before you create something or put something out there or share something online, you want to change it, you want to readjust it, you want to redesign it, you think it's not good enough, because there's this lie, and I think it's part of resistance that it says that what you have is not going to help anybody, and it's not worth anything. And that's another reason why I just aim for, I'm with you. I'm just shooting for mediocre. Let's go for an average club, right? And this is where your brain, this is where in your mind, you have to focus more on who is crying themselves to sleep right now, because you're not, and this is not to say, not for guilt. I'm not saying it's for guilt, but it's to focus not on yourself, but to focus on them. Become obsessive about them. Who is crying themselves to sleep because you haven't gotten your message out there? Who is like, I'm looking, I need an answer, I need encouragement, but they can't find you yet. That's who you need to focus on. People need what you have. I'm just going to say it like that. There's somebody out there that is waiting, and they just need, and I'm not saying that for guilt. I'm saying it to focus. This is what you should be obsessing about. Do not obsess about your performance and your product and your thing. Obsess about them. Oh, hey guys, this is my son, Harry. Okay, Harry was 8 in this picture. I taught him what I'm teaching you right now, and he's not an expert. Look at him, he's 8. He's wearing like a superhero t-shirt, right? In 1 week, he went and took a class online on Udemy, and he decided, this is so fun, I would love to teach this. So the next week after he took the class, he asked for my microphone, he asked how to record his screen, and he created his own course on Udemy. He right now has this product that's selling every day. He wakes up every day looking at his sales dashboard, looking at his students. So my point is, you don't need to be an expert. I love this story, and it's in a movie called Catch Me If You Can, and I think it's Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was like faking it as a college professor. And later he was caught, and the police officer said to him, they said, how did you do that? Like, how are you a college professor and you like faked it for so long? And he said, oh, I just had to read one chapter ahead. So the point is, you only have to be one chapter ahead. You don't have to be 1,000 steps ahead. You just got to be one and be willing to serve. Isn't that fun? And you know, this is so cool. Like, we were out in this, like somewhere in Colorado or something, and we were driving through the mountains, and we were talking about, wow, isn't this crazy, Harry, that like right now our businesses are earning money while we're driving through these mountains. Isn't that great? Like, that's the power of the internet. And that's why I'm trying to convince you to get online, get serving, and you don't have to be an expert. Okay, step 3, how to build fast. So you save time and money. So a lot of people say to me, Eileen, I just literally think like what you're saying is really interesting, fascinating stuff, Eileen, totally interesting, but I have no time. And I am like, yes, I felt the same way. That's why I felt so stuck, because I had no money and no time. And it took me so long to figure out what I'm going to share with you, particularly in this step. So what I'm going to give you is actually like the Cliff Notes. It's like the Cliff Notes version of like anything you ever needed to know. I'm distilling it literally down in the next 5 minutes. So you only need to serve people with 3 offers online. You don't need 10. You don't need 4. You need 3. The 3 offers that you need in every business, and this actually works for e-commerce, so products, as well as brick and mortar, as well as people selling info products or online courses. You only need 3 offers. You need a free offer, an intro offer, and a core offer. What do I mean? Free offer is free. It's wild, right? It's free. And your intro offer usually is anywhere between sort of $27 to $97, and that's leading people toward your core offer. And these 3 offers, they're all interconnected. Like, let's just say, for instance, you were teaching people like how to write a book. So your free offer may be like 37 ways to design your book cover. And then your intro offer would be like 3 ways, you know, a small like mini course maybe on like how to format your book, the inside of your book. And then your core offer, which is usually your more expensive offer, usually it works best in the online space to be $297, $497 or above, could be something related to launching your book. So the offers are not 3 separate products. They solve a problem and they agitate a new problem, like a stair step, like you bringing people up 3 steps, okay? And the quickest way, I'm going to tell you this, I wish somebody had told me this, is with your free offer, you want to build your email list to about 1,000 people. You want to serve 1,000 people with your free offer. And it's okay, people spend money, clients of mine spend money to do this. They want to do it a little bit faster, but you don't have to do that. And then you create your core outline. For your core offer, it's like creating a table of contents for your main course or your main product. And you offer to your audience the outline. You don't create your core offer yet, but you're like, Eileen, that's crazy town. What are you talking about? That's nuts. Why you do that is you want to build the course and the program as you go and during the launch. Why do you want to do that? Because when you are talking with the people that you're serving, you learn what they need the best. If you go hole yourself up into a little cabin somewhere and create a course, and some courses out there teach this, and I'm not trying to, I was going to use the word blaspheme them, but I'm trying to, what's the word? Like poke holes in that thinking, because if you're not talking to the people that you're serving and asking them questions and serving them as best, you're going to be more like that car salesman. You're going to come out of your shed and say, buy my thing. And nobody's going to want your thing because you didn't build it with them. So you give the course outline and you build it with your audience and during the launch. This is the fastest way to save time. And guess what? Many of my clients, they sell it to their audience before they build it. So they have money immediately to start building their business. They don't wait a year. They don't wait 6 months. They have money in hand even before the product is built. And then and only then do you work on social media. Many programs and shiny objects out there are trying to get you to work on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, get more likes. And people are so concerned about vanity numbers, and they mean absolutely nothing, because it's like focusing on earrings when you have no outfit. You have no core offer. You have no place to lead those people to and serve them at a very deep, deep level. And I know if you're watching this, especially if you've hung on this long, you want to serve people in a significant way. And that's why you need to do it this way. 3 offers. So now you know how to build your dream business using only your phone, even if all you know how to do is take photos and text. You do not need to be an expert, and how to build fast and save time and money with only 3 offers. Now you know. My goal today, I put this whole thing together, whether you know, I'm going to talk about Wild and Free in a second, but my literal goal is for every single person watching this live and on the replay is to help you avoid misinformation and wasting your time. That's like really my heart for you. I do not want you to waste time and money on marketing tools that do not work, and help you understand the big picture of online business. This works for nonprofits, for foundations. Like this is the Cliff Notes. This is how online business is working right now. So I want to do this so you don't go through the tears, stress, not knowing and feeling alone that I went through. And I remember it very clearly, not being so frustrated, especially with shiny object syndrome, and being like, I don't get it, and I don't understand, and I wanna serve. So the truth is, there's so much more that I couldn't cram it like all in this thing, which is why I would love to talk, if it's okay with you, to talk about Wild and Free, because I want to help those of you who feel it's a good fit to start making money doing what you love. So is it okay? Let me know in the comments. Is it okay if I just spend the next couple minutes super quick going over this system I created to help for those of you who want to start implementing right now? So I created Wild and Free. I'm so excited to announce to you I created this thing called Work from Anywhere system. And my mentor helped me, and I got this sniper simplification to help people make money doing what you love. I'm so pumped. It's 6 weeks, and it's everything you need. It's like the fast track to success. You can think of it like your giant shortcut. And you could do like I did, learn all it yourself. Oh my gosh, you could do that, and you are free to do that. Or if you feel like it's a good fit, take the fastest path to success. So what it is a comprehensive 90-day 6-module system. Covers how to create business life of your dreams so you can work from anywhere, make money doing what you love. Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped. So we'll go through in chronological order the skills you need to build a business focused on impact and life change, learning both strategy and skills as we go. This is Rachel. She took Wild Free and she went on to become a speaker. That was what her dream was. She was like, Eileen, you made it so simple. You made it so encouraging. And now she's speaking, doing what she loves. This is Jackie. She launched a best-selling book on Amazon. She's killing it in business in the online space. She's amazing. And she loves Wild and Free. And I was so blessed to be able to help her do that. This is Christine, my great friend. I love her so much. She runs an incredible ministry. That's what's in her dream. And I'm with her. I'm in the same boat. I want to reach people more with the message of faith and hope and inspiration. And Wild and Free, this is a little unlike that programs that assume, like, for instance, there are some programs that say, like, take this and then you'll learn to do this one craft or this one skill. This is a little bit different. This works with 3 types of people: people who are beginners without a business, entrepreneurs that are all over the map. I feel you. Profitable entrepreneurs, love them, who want to scale. It's more of an overview, so it will work in any industry. It's not a specific, I'm teaching like a specific skill set. This is Jeff. He didn't have anything when I first started working with him, and now he's got his freemium, he's got his free offer, his intro offer, core offer, and he's reaching more people than ever. Isn't that awesome? He helps people interpret dreams. Isn't that fantastic? So you're like, oh, I mean, this works for anything, guys. Selling supplements, coaching, e-commerce, network marketing, all of it. It works for all types of businesses. That's what I love about online businesses. This is Catherine. She's a missionary, and she implemented some of stuff I taught her. And now she's fundraising, and she's full-time living in Uganda. She's doing amazing. Think about all those kids. Think about who's on the other side of you walking into your dream, right? Isn't that great? So it's got downloadable audio files, binder notes, videos, just all the stuff, swipe files and checklists to make it so easy, because gosh, I mean, I feel like it can get so confusing, and you just need to like know what's the next step, right? Like, what is the next step? And if you don't have your business, do not worry. The first module is called Unstuck, Start the Right Dream. And it's so fantastic. I have a clarity matrix generator, which like totally simplifies, get you the exact idea that you should be working on that works with your passion. So these are little testimonies from Unstuck. People who just, you know, it just helps you figure out the right dream. So here's the 6 weeks. Real, you know, briefly, it's just one is first module is Unstuck, then profit clarity. Then we worked on your brand and website, and then product creation, list building, and the art of marketing and storytelling, which I love. And you can do it all in 6 weeks. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh, I wish I had this. So this is Dr. Leslie. She's got a brick and mortar. She's a chiropractor, and she implemented these same wild and free strategies, and now she's reaching more clients than ever. She herself has almost published her book. It's coming out soon. So it works for everybody. This is Marissa was a great friend of mine who is helping kids struggle with behavioral issues. And she found that she can now help thousands of families, and this almost makes you want to cry, that are struggling with ADD and ADHD and temper tantrums and outbursts in the home. And she just said it was worth the investment, and now she's helping so many people. So what you're going to get is a 6-week work from anywhere system, and you'll be able to get rid of just like wasting time, you know, and any money that you could spend on business training that you may have already or may consider. But it's like everything you're going to need in one thing. And then you're going to get profit planning software, which just teaches you how to like trim the excess, focus only on what you love doing. And the profit planning software is fantastic. It just helps people clarify what their offers should be, and it shortcuts the time. Isn't that great? And then you're going to get my best-selling book format. You may not want to write a book, but you may. You've been like, oh my gosh, I always wanted to write a book. I make it just super. It's like another Cliff Notes version, best-selling book formula. This was me. I was like, I will never be able to write my book. Oh my gosh, I felt like this for so many years, guys. And I felt so guilty. Like I was like, I need to do this. And when I finally got into it, I wasted so much money. You'll see here all of the above. I actually did all of this, guys. Isn't that nuts? I feel like embarrassed telling you, but I did. So I'm going to just put that inside the system in case that's for you, and you're going to get rid of all the guilt and procrastination you might feel for not writing your masterpiece like I did. And this is so fun. Kayla wrote her best-selling book from Nepal. She was a missionary, and she invested in Wild and Free, and she released it right from there. Isn't that great? Went straight to #1. So fun helping people. And then Facebook ad secrets. This helps you, just get your message out there with spending only a little bit of money in Facebook ads. Here's life without Facebook. Oh my gosh. Send me the link, right? So this is Facebook ad secrets for normal people. So you're going to get the 6-week work from anywhere, profit planning, best-selling book formula, Facebook ads, and then put your biz on autopilot. So this helps you with webinars, and this is where you can get sales while you sleep, because it's just working. It's like having a salesperson, a nice salesperson, working for you 24 hours. This is Hannah. Oh my gosh, you may see her in the comments below. She is like one of my besties. She's the best. And she's doing this now, and she is saying there's so much misinformation out there, but now she's got a plan. And it's so fun. She's like, I felt like my whole life changed in an instant when she heard this information. It's just so great because you can just cut through all the, just all the things that people teach you, and you don't need many of it. So then you're going to build your business in 30 minutes a day. Oh my gosh, I'm putting this in there because, oh my gosh, I have kids. I don't know if you're short on time, but I need time-saving secrets, focus formula, how to say no, and productivity hacks. So I teach you what you should do inside 30 minutes every day. And then I'm going to throw in my motivational success training. So this is because I just want to keep you motivated, guys. I love to read. I've read a billion books. I just distill them down so I can just be like, oh my gosh, you can do this. You can, this doesn't work, but it says you can do it. And I want to keep you motivated so you can, there's a ton of spiritual growth and discipline. If that's something that you're into. The value of this right here, we really work hard on creating great motivational teaching. And I believe it's like $19.97 is the value, and you're going to get it free. Isn't that great with Wild and Free? So total value is $20,000. I'm not kidding. I've spent way more investing in this, and the value inside Wild and Free is insane. It's great. It's more than you could like ever ask. But of course, I'm not going to charge you that. Oh my gosh, no way. That'd be nuts. But by the end of Wild and Free, you will know how to build a business in the real world, how to figure out what to focus on and when, how to create wealth for yourself and others. It's great. And how to turn a great idea into profitable revenue stream that'll give you financial security anytime you want. So obviously, I'm not going to, that's be crazy town. But if all this system did was create a business where you put $1 in and you got $2 out, would it be worth it? It would, right? Or if it just helped you share your message, oh my gosh, with more people, would it be worth it? And if this one system cut the time it would take and enable you to finally get moving with what God is asking you to do, would it be worth it? I know that it would have been worth it to me. I would have spent, if I would have killed to spend only $20,000 to get where I am today, because I spent so much more. And, you know, some of us, like me, need a swift kick in the pants to get going on what God is calling you to do. But my goal for this workshop is to help two types of people who don't have an online business, but who would love to start one. And for those who already have a business, I want to help you find a way to make it more profitable. This, again, is Marissa. I don't know if you can see this, but she said that, you know, before we met, she felt like her bandwidth was decreasing. You know, she wasn't profitable in her business, but she had this passion and this feeling of responsibility to give the world my gift. Isn't that, do you feel like that? Do you feel like a weight of responsibility to give the world your gift? And then she said, when we met, she's like, my mouth was wide open, my mind was blown to the fact this was going to be the way to affect change in the world and enjoy the lifestyle she wanted from her family. Through the Wild and Free system, she was like, I do not know how I'm not going to make money with this. And it's just great. It's just fantastic because it's you can live how you want to live, but you can make the impact that you're meant to make. That's the point. So for the first 50 people who want to jump into Wild and Free, the doors are officially open. Dun, dun, dun. So excited. And this is going to expire in 7 days, but I would want to give you, if you're watching live, this is my gift to you. If you're watching the replay, this is my gift to you. For the first 50 people, I want to gift you a business one-on-one strategy session with me. I want to jump on the phone with you and talk through your business idea or your profitable, like what your profit plan has been recently, so I can help you create the most, like I can tweak it so it's more profitable instantly. So for the first 50 people, you can just go to Wild and Free Tribe. There should be a link dropping in the comments. It's /apply. So you can go there right now. It's going to be the first 50. I'm so excited to talk to you. And my team and I, we've set aside the next 7 days to speak with you personally. It could be me or it could be somebody on my team, but I'm hoping to do them all. And just to talk about your biggest challenges. And when you do this, it'll be about 45 minutes long. And I'm going to work to craft a step-by-step game plan to assess your idea, your plan, and potentially how I can revamp it to be much stronger and more competitive. And it's absolutely free. It's totally free. You don't have to invest in Wild and Free. I will be happy to give you a strategy session on me. Who this is for, though, this is for people who are action and not blame oriented. I love people who take action. So this is who this is for. And people who want to either start a business or grow a business online, people who want to significantly impact others. This is not for people who want to sell, who only want to sell. This is for people who want to serve. And people who are fine with the Bible being used as a premise for what's true and how we're called to live. You do not have to believe the Bible or be a Christian, but I want to let you know this is where I'm coming from, and this is where I actually believe real success habits and principles are from the Bible. So if that's you, I want you to book a session. Oh my gosh, first 50. I'm going to gift it to you totally free. You can go to this link and you'll see our calendar and you can book right away. So, and people are like, Eileen, why are you doing this? Oh my gosh. I'm doing this, guys, because I love you and I want to encourage you in what I know can feel like a long and lonely road. I've been there. I have found the path to doing what you love full time, and I want to reach back and help you find the way too. And we know that you may need our help, legit, to apply these strategies in your business. And so, if so, we can chat. And if it's a good fit for you and a good fit for us, we can move forward into the wild and free system. But spaces are limited. I can't help everybody. So first 50, they're going to get that business strategy session. People actually spend $497 right now for 1 hour to do this with me, but I'm going to gift this to you totally free. Isn't this great? Oh my gosh. What's your dream, guys? I know you're looking, this is mine, my family right here, but what's your dream? I want to get behind it 100%. I want to cheer you on. I want to let you know that God is for you and that all things are possible. This is something that many people they think it's too hard. Sometimes we can buy into the belief that it's just not meant to be, or I missed my time, or I'm behind. You are not behind. This is the most perfect time for you ever. This is it. This is the moment. This is the opportunity you've been looking for. So I'm going to jump into the comments below. If you've got questions, I'm happy to hang out for the next few minutes inside the comments. Thank you for watching. I want to just honor you. You could be anywhere. You could be doing anything, but you took time to invest in yourself. And I hope you got a ton of value out of this training. I just want to say I love you so much. I can't wait to talk on the phone with you soon. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your time. And don't forget, be wild, be free. Love you.